Boom. Okay, what up, everyone? It's the Thanksgiving edition NFL Fantasy Today show. I'm your host, John Mo Sales. I got my trusty co-host, Brian Shade. We're just down at Jason Baum, but we're going to two-man pot it. Brian, I guess, do we say Happy Thanksgiving? I'm Canadian. I don't know how it works.
Don't you guys have something you celebrate?
Yeah, we have a Canadian Thanksgiving, but I feel like it's not like Christmas where it's the same. Different days, different thing. I don't know why we do ours. You got pilgrims and stuff, right?
I don't know. We give thanks. That's all I know.
Yeah, we just have turkey. We don't, but we don't get the football. Like that seems like that's what 75% of Thanksgiving is football.
I mean, yeah. It's what is it? It's the 3 T's. It's touchdowns, turkey, and something else that I'm missing. At least that was draft. Yeah, maybe that. That was DraftKings newest ad I heard this week. So.
Oh yeah, pass the leg. I keep saying the FanDuel thing. So what's your history with Thanksgiving games? Like, because Philly doesn't usually play, right?
No, despite Cowboys being a divisional opponent, we haven't played them a good amount. I mean, it's fun. Like it's on in the background. Like you got family, you're with family, you're sitting down, it's always on in the background. You keep track, and I don't know. I'm normally driving during one of the games.
I would have it in the foreground. I'm not. It's such a perfect family in the background. Would you rather have Philly play Thanksgiving? Because then it's like then everyone's locked in, but then the mood can swing based on a win or loss. Like,
I mean, we're playing Friday, so I don't know if that's better or worse. But
okay.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it.
I mean, historically, like how Detroit plays every Thanksgiving, and they pretty much lost every Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I were a Detroit fan, I probably wouldn't like it because you're normally losing. But I mean, nowadays it's probably great. You watch a game, then you have dinner right after, and everyone's normally happy. But I don't know. I mean, it's fun. It's something to root for. It's family together, camaraderie. Like football's football.
Okay. So Thanksgiving games are kind of bangers this year too. I mean, I feel like last year I was betting a lot more, and it was Giants. Well, I was watching the stupid Giants game open for this Malik Neighbors catch, but it was I feel like the games were terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw like the lowest over under was 48.5, which is I think that's pretty high in my opinion. Because what you got Cowboys Chiefs, that I think will be high scoring. Lions Packers, right?
Yep, Packers Lions. That's probably a little more defensive minded, but
it could go up there. And then you got a banger of Ravens Bengals, which is just I have no clue how that game's going to go, but Bengals defense has been terrible. Honestly, Lamar's been pretty bad the past 2 weeks, but like you can't not start him against the Bengals, so it's another what I assume will be a fun game to watch. I mean, it's local for me, so I'll probably be driving home into that traffic, which will be fun.
Did you see the Ravens D stat though?
They're way better in the past few weeks. I know that.
1 to 6, 30th EPA per play, 32nd EPA per rush, 29th EPA per drop back. Weeks 8 to 12, 3rd EPA per play, 1st EPA per rush, 6th EPA per drop back. So they went from the worst rush defense to the best. I mean, that's
what they do. I mean, they had everybody hurt. I think Hamilton was hurt. Roquan Smith was hurt. Their big defensive tackle was hurt. Like, everybody was hurt. I picked them up in one of my leagues just being like, they can't be this bad, and their matchups for the rest of the season are pretty good. So, I mean, I think they're a fun defense to kind of keep up with. They're not – I think Texans are one defense, though, but, like, they don't have as good of matchups. So, Ravens are up there on a defense that I want for the rest of the season.
Well, yeah. I mean, the 2 Bengals games, I mean, that's not great.
I don't – like, Burrow's playing now. Like, I don't know. If he gets like slightly tweaked of anything, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just out for the year.
I mean, he just had his thing saying, he's not going to play afraid. But yeah, I get it. But it's so tough. So let's just dive into that game. What do you do? Like, if you have Joe Burrow, are you starting him in a 1 QB league? Like, are you starting him over Dak or Goff? You start him over Love, because Love's been terrible.
I don't know if I start him over Love. I think I have him kind of low. I have him QB 16. It's just not something that I really want to be a part of the first game. I'm perfectly fine missing out on a great player's first game back from injury on like a position that's that deep. Like, I think Jordan Love has a better matchup. That over-under is high. I mean, I somehow have Bo Nix high, which is crazy, but they're playing the Commanders. So,
yeah.
Like, you could pick up Bo Nix probably off the waiver wire and maybe start him over Burrow this week.
I don't think you can get Nix off the wire, but
In a 1 QB league? I mean, he's been terrible this year. If he's still on a roster in a 1 QB league, it's just name based. Like, he's been very bad, in my opinion.
I mean,
he's got
I guess I got those 2 weeks where he had the 8 touchdowns stuck in my head.
Yeah.
But Love, I think Love's been. I mean, I think I'd love to do Love versus Nix.
Yeah, I mean, I have Bo Nix weird. Like, I mean, that Washington defense is bad. So I just have Bo Nix very high. I have him at QB 6 or 7 on the week.
Guess how many passing touchdowns Jordan Love has in the last 4 games?
I mean, I know they played the Eagles, so it's probably like 2.
Yeah,
maybe 1.
He's got 2 in the last 4 games. I mean, that's 3 games without a touchdown. I mean, I guarantee, like, Nix isn't nearly that bad, but and yeah, whatever. But with Burrow, because it's like, yeah, I always have what you say stuck in my head. Don't play a player first game back. Just don't do it. And historically, I remember Big Ben. I would play him off first game back because he'd come back early, and he never played well. Never, right? So it's like these guys never play well first game back. But then it's like, okay, what's Burrow done versus Baltimore? He like averages like 360 and 4 touchdowns. Like,
yeah, it's nuts. But like, he also doesn't have T. Higgins. It's not ideal. I get it if you're starting him, like I totally do, but I just think there's better options. I think.
Yeah. No, but it's like, what's the line? Like, I'm obviously going to play Dak. I'm going to play Mahomes. I think Goff is it. Are you just playing like Goff in that tough matchup or Burrow? Because if you do the flip, right, it's like, okay, what's the game script going to be? I mean, since he's with the worst defensive rushing team in the league, so Henry's running it up. If it's 21-3 at half, Burrow's throwing 30 times in the second half.
I mean, I guess that over under went down to 47.5 now. When I looked, it was 48.5. That's still like, I'm pretty sure it's like a 20. It's like 24, 22, somewhere around there. Like, that's a pretty good. It's a good amount of points for. And I think Goff is better too. Like, I would rather start Goff over Burrow. I think it's safer. And at this point, like, if you're really, I don't want to lose out on my playoffs because I started Joe Burrow in this type of week. I get it if you're just like, you need a boom week and you're desperate and like you just need, not only do you need to win the rest of your games, but you also need to put up a crap ton of points to potentially get back. Sure, I get it with Burrow, that upside. I would just be more comfortable starting Goff, Love, Stafford, Nix.
The Love is crazy to me because it's like, you don't think Burrow's throwing for 2 touchdowns? Because like, what's his floor? I think his floor is about 220, 1.5 touchdowns. Like, because especially they're not going to run versus Baltimore, even though Chase Brown's been really good. Chase is gone insane versus the Ravens, right? They got Yoshivas, who looks good. Gesicki's back. You can throw it to Chase Brown if you're not going to run it. Like, I just think the yards are going to be there, and you're going to fall into a couple touchdowns.
I mean, both Jordan Love, or both the Packers and the Lions are both projected more points than Cincinnati this week.
Yeah.
And Packers with Jordan Love, they don't have Josh Jacobs, so like they might be a little bit more willing to throw it.
No, Jacobs is playing.
Is he playing?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, maybe a little different, but I still don't.
Barely.
I don't know, just that over under, and I kind of just lean that way. I get it if you want to.
Your way's smart. My way is like definition of insanity. I've been doing this for years, being like talking myself into, the matchup situation. Yeah, first game back is super tough. I mean, I might bet his first half under, right? I bet interceptions over. He's throwing 2 picks, but I don't know. I think he finds that groove in the third quarter. Maybe, he gets 2 garbage time touchdowns in the fourth, right? Kyle Hamilton got hurt last week. He's banged up. If he gets hurt again, that secondary falls apart, right? Marlon Humphreys is garbage. So
Yeah, I have one guy I mean, this is the Friday game, but like my model has Caleb Williams so low.
yeah.
Like Dak Prescott just put up a pretty good game against the Eagles, but the previous 2 games, Eagles have kind of held other offenses at bay. So, I mean, who do you want to start? Would you just vibes? Like, would you have started Caleb over Jordan Love?
This week?
Yeah.
I think Caleb's in for a rude awakening. I think if we're talking vibes, like Philly after that loss, they're the most pissed off practice in the history of the franchise Monday. I think that's going to carry all week. I think that defense is going to be crazy. I mean, I saw some stat where Caleb under pressure has been great, but I just don't trust Chicago on the road when everything's been great. I think it's going to be a shit your pants game for Chicago. So I'm trying to avoid all Bears this week. But that's just
Eagles do have 2 secondary injuries, I believe.
They've had that all season.
Yeah, I mean, or they're I think their most consistent safety and Blankenship's out, and then their cornerback 2, which has just been a revolving door either way, but the guy who was leading is out. So that's not too much of a loss. But Blankenship, I think, could be a little. But yeah, I was surprised how low I had Caleb Williams just in the model, and I was like, yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but Dak also, is it just the Cowboys are a great offense and can overcome great defenses, or like will Caleb actually do a little bit better than the model has him?
Yeah, well, I mean, that Cowboys game is just a outlier. Like that just doesn't make any sense. It's a nightmare. But yeah, no, Dak is crazy, but I think it's just Pickens, right? Because you've been saying all year Philly can't guard the wide receiver 2s. So if you have the best wide receiver 2 in football. Right, Lamb didn't have a good game. He had 74 yards, but he had the drops. But Pickens goes off. It's just you're toast. And also, we've seen defenses flip. Right, we saw that Baltimore stat. Dallas defense now maybe not that bad. Right, bad.
I think they're good against the run, and that's I think kind of what killed the Eagles last week was they got up 21-0 and just tried to run it out, and it's like you're running into. What was the only thing they traded for? In the Micah Parsons, they traded for an older defensive tackle. Then they traded a first-round pick for Quinnen Williams, which may be an overpay, but that's 2 very good run stuffers. And we ran straight in, Eagles fan, they ran straight into them the whole time and then did nothing on offense, and the Cowboys came back. So I think they are a good, when the Eagles passed it on them, they did great. It was 21-0. When they started trying to run first, that's where the Cowboys improved, in my opinion. I wouldn't want to run against them. So
yeah, I mean, and you get the Saquon. I saw the tweet where it's his yards per attempt in that game. It was 1, 3, -2, 2, 1. There wasn't even a 5 in there. It was
bad.
So yeah, that's crazy. Okay, a couple questions here. So guys, if you're on Twitter, jump over to YouTube, subscribe. That would be great. Do us a big favor. And then you can drop a question, right? Trade deadlines, aren't they? I'm surprised. Aren't they all passed?
I know some, I feel like this is the last week. So maybe this is the last week for some of mine, but some people just don't have deadlines if it's a dynasty.
That's true. I wish mine still were extended. I need to make some trades. But so we got this guy, Saints fan, so he wants to trade DeAndre Swift and Daniel Jones for Bucky and BTJ. I mean, that's crazy. Why would you this is a trade I would have made in fantasy 7 years ago. It's okay, I got these 2 healthy guys playing well. Give me the 2 injured stars. Right? I mean, Bucky, they said he's probably going to play, but he's going to play 25 or 75 snaps. That's what Godwin did. They said the Godwin plan. BTJ, I don't think he's practicing after the high ankle sprain. I don't. Would you trade for Bucky and BTJ? Would you trade for one? None?
I mean, if I'm projected to make the playoffs, I'm doing that in a heartbeat. But if I'm not and I need to win, then no.
One QB league, we're saying, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think I get stuck in Superflex, but yeah, one QB league. I mean, he's probably got a Mahomes or a Hurts or somebody, right?
Yeah.
So it's.
I mean, I hope, but I don't know. I'd be comfortable with the Trevor Lawrence. I don't you get a stack now.
I flipped on this trade in 2 seconds because it's okay, Swift isn't even the RB1. Montague's getting all the carries anyway because we know the Ben Johnson kind of hates Swift, so it's really you're trading Swift and Jones. I think the Indy schedule is kind of shit. Bucky, BCJ. If you get one of them, you win. So yeah, okay, I'm back. Do the trade. But are you starting Bucky this week? Like, what would you do? Right, they're playing Arizona. It's not a terrible matchup, but they like to give Sean Tucker work. Rashad White. It's kind of a triple threat.
I would start him in like the running back 20 to 30 range. So like he could be my running back 3. I think like maybe closer to like 25 to 30, like an RB3 flex range. I just don't.
I like two names. The numbers are too obscure for me. So Charbonnet, who are you playing?
Bucky.
Okay, Bucky. Okay. What, any of the Arizona running backs?
Probably not. No, because like it's the same thing, just with a better offense.
Okay, Swift or Montague?
I don't know if I trust. I don't even know how to say the guy's name, but I don't know if I trust either of them. So probably I would go. I guess Bucky. I don't know.
But aren't you breaking your rule? We just talked about don't play the guy in the first game back, and we know he's like Burrow's playing the whole game. This guy's not even going to play. They said like a third of the snaps. Like that's like
Swift is going up against the Eagles. Bears are going up against the Eagles.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't want to play any of these guys. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is like, okay, it's like, do I want to play crap or do I want to play poop? Like, it's the same thing.
And maybe Bucky breaks one. Okay. So that was a question mark. Okay, so Alex7910. Hey guys, what up? What up, my guy? This is my team, week 13. What do you think? We just want to. Okay, it's just a flex. So we got Drake May, nice. Henderson's, okay. Harvey, wow, rookie running backs. Wandale's, KSN, okay. So it's the greatest team of all time. Judkins, Woody, Bucky. Oh my God, 9 and 3, 10 man. Okay, 10 man. I mean, any holes here?
I mean, in a 10 man, I'm not like the biggest fan of the running backs. Like you're leaning on Travion not getting overtaken a little bit more as Stevenson comes back. RJ Harvey.
He was back.
What?
He was back. He barely played and he didn't do anything. But he didn't. But
I just don't know if they're going to ramp him up more. I'm a bit worried, but I agree with what you're saying. And then RJ Harvey. I mean, I don't love him, but you got lucky with that.
Not lucky. Dobbins gets hurt every year.
That's fair. In a 10 team, like I think that's your weakness, but like it's a pretty good weakness given your bench of Judkins, Woody, and Bucky.
Because you could be going up against Henry, Jonathan Taylor, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they just scored 4 touchdowns and had 250 yards combined. It's like that's 60 points, So okay. But I love that you went rookie running back. Like I don't know if you follow our stuff, but I wrote rookie running backs all year. Who didn't though? But Henderson, Harvey, both hitting late. That's great. Judkins hit all season. Woody's been great, right? It's just, I don't know. I love the commitment to the craft.
I mean, you had to be patient with the rookie running backs. It's not like it was smooth sailing.
No. Especially with Henderson. Like if you tried starting him all year, I mean, you wouldn't be 9 and 3. So great team. Quickly, Justin Jefferson. What do we do about him? I wrote in the chat that I spent $33 on Max Brosmer in the Superflex League. My last 33 on Waiver. And I know you don't probably approve of that, but
I mean, if you need a QB, you need a QB. And like, I mean, have you heard the joke of like they should cut JJ McCarthy so then he's like a redemption project and he'll do great
for Minnesota?
Yeah, because like Minnesota's great at like the redemption QBs. So if they cut him, then he's a cut first rounder and he'll do great again.
Oh, okay.
It was a joke, but like I wouldn't be surprised.
Was it?
I wouldn't be surprised if Brosmer's better than JJ McCarthy.
Right? It's like that. It's like if he's not the worst QB in the league, it's like, man, just throw it to Justin Jefferson, not over his head or to the other team. I mean, and it's not for this week because they're playing Seattle, but it's next week. I got Bryce Young on bye, and they're playing Washington. So if he can survive this week, not look terrible, the schedule for Minnesota is cake. Like this guy could be 252 touchdowns, right? Because it's like you got the weapons. You don't have to be that great. We've seen it for years with Kirk Cousins, Carson Wentz, right? I guess Sam Darnold's good now, but I don't know. I was desperate, and you get a guy and you talk yourself into it. If I didn't get him, I'd be like, oh, Sam Brosmer, who would want?
It's a pool, like I'm not happy about it. I mean, like I would be starting a Mecca on that guy's bench over Jay Jettas.
Oh, audio's still in. Video's gone down, I think. Oh, show. Oh, hopefully my internet didn't connect.
No, I still hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. Okay. Well, next, I guess I don't know. Anyway, so next question. So, be on trade Dowdle for Travion Henderson. What do you do? Because I mean, I watched that whole stupid goddamn Carolina game versus the Niners, and that was, that was one of the worst performances I've ever seen, but almost by both teams. Do you have a lean here, Dowdle versus Henderson? I'd probably rather want to be a part of the Pats offense.
Yeah, I think that's my slight lean, just because of the offense. I just trust that offense to score more. That's really big on me, but yeah, I just think he's the better option. He's higher upside option. I mean, if you really need like a safe 10-point flex, then potentially Dowdle is the guy. Dowdle might get more touches. I just think Travion can do more with it. But I don't know if I lost John. But I mean, I would say the biggest thing for me with Dowdle is just generally the offense. Like, I think who's Carolina play this week? Carolina plays the Rams, so like, especially if you just really need a win for 1 week, I would definitely be making this trade. I, in general, would lean Travion, but playing the Rams makes me want to steer clear of pretty much any Panthers, just because that defense has been great. Rams are favored by 10.5 points, and Panthers are only projected to have 17 points. So I just think that's a pretty big change, or just a pretty big difference. And that's not I don't really want to roster anyone on the Carolina, or not roster. I don't want to play anyone this week for Carolina. But next question, is JD5 worth picking up? I mean, if you currently have Burrow and Knicks, I don't hate the pickup. I mean, I don't know your record, but I don't trust that he's going to play, because the moment he gets dinged up a little bit, I think they're going to be really safe with him, given what happened last time he got injured. Hopefully they keep him in, and like hopefully he's healthy, and they just try to do something with the end of the season. But they're in a pretty good position to get a good pick, and that team is so old, so they just kind of need more youth on the squad. I don't hate having Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Bo Nix is a great start this week, but for the rest of the season, I just don't really trust him. So if you like for rest of season, I want to have Burrow and Daniels, but for this week, I do think Bo Nix is your best start. So hopefully that answers it. Next question from Mr. Ortiz. Do you start defenses against your own players? For example, I have Genty and Chargers defense this week. When it's someone like Genty, I don't really worry about it. Genty gets a bunch of volume. He could score, and like the Raiders offense could just score 7 points. And Genty could also have a usable fantasy performance by just having volume, where he gets 20 carries for 60 yards and 4 catches for 20, and maybe he gets a touchdown. But like, that's still a 12-point week in PPR, and that's not terrible. So I don't hate that, but I don't normally ever think about worrying about starting defenses against my own players, because like for a defense to be good, you want them to get sacks and you want them to get turnovers. And that's like, maybe I think about not starting a defense against my QB, but other than that, like I'm not really worried about a running back or a wide receiver against them.
Okay, sorry. Looks like my internet cut out. Goddamn Canada. But yeah, the defense own players is interesting. I find that's like, if it's a QB, that's when you might want to. That's when you think about what to do. Like, I started Saints defense against Kirk Cousins last week, because it's like, if Kirk sucks, maybe he throws 3 pick sixes and I get 28 points from the Saints D, right? And that would mitigate getting nothing from Cousins. So there are ways to do it, but
I also think it's more of like I wouldn't do this in like a week. What is it? Not best ball. Weekly. What's weekly fantasy called again?
Head to head, Roto.
I can't think of it. Like your weekly, like a DraftKings lineup, like a weekly fantasy DraftKings lineup. Like I wouldn't select it that way, but like when you're doing a season long league, like if you have a stud going against the defense that you have and you trust that defense, like I'm not gonna not play Ashton Genty because he's going up against the Chargers when like who am I going to start over him that's going to have a more predictable volume and production? Like it's just hard to kind of do that. I mean, if you don't like the Chargers defense and you really want to avoid it, by all means. And if you're going like super high upside, I get it, but like it's just not. It is technically a lower upside play, but I just don't think it's that crazy, and I don't normally think about that.
Yeah, I would rather like almost play the Chargers D than Genty though. Just because the Raiders have been so bad. Genty's like floor is non-existent. But they fired the OC, so a lot of times we've seen that new OC comes in, or if Carroll's calling the plays, it just gets the juices going a bit. So
yeah,
we'll see. Okay, set my lineup. Okay, let's go. I like this. Oh God. Okay, we're already gonna fight. All right, Nick, Purdy, Burrow, Trevor, Lawrence. I
he got
mean,
way too many QBs.
what?
He's got way too many QBs.
well, he had Burrow. He probably had Burrow on the IR. Maybe he had double and Purdy on there, and then he didn't want to drop him because there's 2 QBs. But yeah, he's got too many. But you probably Jacksonville's Jacksonville's playing San Fran.
I can pull that up real quick.
No, Tennessee.
Jacksonville's Tennessee.
So I mean, Titans have been. Let's see.
I mean, for me, this is Bo Nix just because he's playing Washington. Second, your running backs are a tight one. I think I would just go with your front 2 of Rico and Hampton.
Yeah, QB's tough, right? Because Knicks, Commanders 4th most QB points. Tennessee's allowing the 5th most. So it's like you got 2 great matchups, or you take the actual talented players, right? So
our running back, I'm between Rico, Hampton, and Neal because Alvin Kamara's out this week, and the only thing I do worry about that Saints rushing is like Taysom Hill gets a crap ton of the goal line rushes, and I think it'll probably be like Devin Neal gets like 35 to 40% of the rushes, and then Taysom gets like another 30. So Taysom's annoying. So I think I lean Rico Hampton, but I think third is for me probably Neal, just because of the upside of he might potentially just get the full backfield. We don't know for sure yet.
Well, he probably will. They don't have the Kennedy Miller's out, and I think he had like 7 targets last week. I wrote the waiver wire and I went Devin Neal, whatever it takes. Use your number 1 waiver priority. Use your max fob because like the Saints schedule is a fucking cakewalk. But it's stuff like, so what do you think? Which Dolphins team is it? Right, the Dolphins team, which was one of the worst teams against the running back in the league up till when they played Atlanta, shut down Bijan. So last 4 games, they're allowing the 24th most points to running backs. Right, so. Is the Miami rush defense good now? I don't know, but I mean, I'm still playing.
I think they're only projected 17.5 points. Like it's not. He's a good idea and he's a solid flex option, but on this guy's team, like I think I'd play Rico Hampton above him, and then I think I'd play the 5 wide receivers you have in front of him. Or like your first 5 wide receivers, I think I'd play them as your 3 receivers, 2 flex, and I'd probably have Ricky on the bench, Pearsall.
Yeah, you can't start Pearsall. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's got like 6 combined points in the last 2 games.
Yeah, but like, would you do Shakir over Neal?
I mean, it's a nice matchup for Buffalo this week. I'm playing Shakir. He just had the best game of his season last week. Keon Coleman's involved. They signed Brandon Cooks. But I'm not worried about that. So yeah, I'm playing Shakir. But Steelers, Steelers allowing the 5th most points to wide receivers, right? So you got to play Shakir. But it's like we've just seen this track record of like that secondary running back who hasn't played all year gets the bump, the promotion, they explode. It's just how it works, right? Emmanuel Wilson last week. The Packers didn't have a running back over 100 yards all season until Emmanuel Wilson, right? So it's like you just got this. I think you got a good situation. I think Devin Neal's got a little burst. The offense can move the ball. Like Chuck's not bad. He's like 240 passing yards. They had trouble scoring, but they can get up and down the field, right? So I'm starting Devin Neal, even though it's a little blind faith. Huh?
Who? Over who are the running backs?
I'm starting Montague for Philly. Yeah, him.
Like you
Hampton's
need two running backs, three wide receivers, two flex.
Hampton's not playing. No.
I thought he was gonna work in a little, maybe.
I think they opened the window, but I don't think he. If he's playing, probably sure. Yeah, I'm playing him, but Bam Knight was terrible. He had like 6 yards and 7 carries. Tootin, ATN had a full workload. Just a lot of running backs. Stevenson didn't do anything. Like this for me, this isn't even close. I'm playing Devin Neal. Like Pollard.
Yeah. To me, he's also like running back 3. I just assumed Hampton might be playing, so I agree with you. If Hampton's not playing, Neal's in. If Hampton's playing, it's close, but I think I'd lean Hampton. But I don't think you're crazy for saying I don't want to deal with the injury. Maybe Vidal's a little bit too much involved and go Neal.
Yeah, and again, what Chargers team is this, right? Last 4 games are like the 10th most running back points. Plus they suck. But if Chargers go up big, are they going to give Hampton a workload to like get him in, or are they going to say, okay, you got 10 carries, we're up 21, let's just play Vidal, right? So it's a lot of. I'm finding a way to play Devin Neal in every league I got him in, and I got him in every league. And in my $1,000 big money waiver wire budget, I'm going to bid $600 on him tonight.
Waivers aren't even through yet?
Huh?
Waivers aren't through yet?
No, it's like 10 p.m. Pacific or something on Wednesdays.
Okay. Sure.
I know, but it's my. I don't even need a running back because I got Gibbs, James Cook, Judkins. I got Bucky. So I'm just gonna.
But you said you're starting them everywhere though, so you got to bench one of those guys.
I'm not. No, I'm not. We'll see. I might. But no, Buffalo. No, I'm not benching James Cook.
You're not.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So we got Love. Nope. Oh, Burrow. You got Burrow in every league, bro. Dart. Are we starting Dart? First game back. Giants are playing.
I have Love, then Dart, and they're both pretty darn close. Like they're back to back, but I have Love, then Dart.
Who are the Giants playing?
How
many times do I have to scroll through this and not see them? Oh, the Pats. Okay.
It's a higher over under 46.
So what
Jackson
do you do?
Dart just gets rushing. That's the thing. I mean, I don't know if he's going to keep rushing after he got rocked every time he runs the ball, but
he probably will.
I just think that's his personality.
But what do you do with the Pats, who are the best rush defense in the league? But that's generally against running backs, right? We've talked about this before. How does it translate to QBs? It's definitely got a little correlation, right? But would you worry about Dart playing against that elite rush defense? But they've also kind of got gashed a bit, right? They just Chase Brown just went for 100. So if we're doing the recency, like the Pats are still 32nd in running back points allowed. Okay, they're still.
I also think part of that running back points allowed is like Pats have kind of played a pretty poor schedule, so they've been playing from ahead a lot. So you're just not going to have as many running backs. The volume in the running game is not going to be there. I don't look at.
Yeah, but if you look at the yards per carry, it's like 3.2, right? So it's like.
Yeah, I don't look at QB rushing the same as like the rushing. To me, I think if a QB is going to rush, he's going to rush against anybody. Like that's just kind of more of a QB mindset thing, and I don't worry about the rushing defense as much with the QB. I get that it is taken into account. I just don't normally. I don't rate it that high, and I wouldn't downgrade Dart super. The only reason I downgrade Dart is just if maybe they don't want him to die because he's their future, and like the season's kind of a wash. They already fired their head coach, so that's the only thing that I worry about. I think Love is your safest.
No, No, stop the love. I don't understand. He's been terrible. They don't have anyone to throw to. Like, how are you not playing Lawrence versus Tennessee? Like, Tennessee's given up like 30 points. Like, Jacksonville's going to score 30, right?
I mean, yeah, I rated Love, Dart, Lawrence, and they're all like very close in the rating. And then Burrow's behind. I wouldn't fault you if you wanted to go Trevor Lawrence because you hate Love and you find Dart to be a little risky now, sure. So I don't hate that. I also worry, okay, maybe this is a baseball tooting game where they get up early because Cam Ward throws a pick six, and it's just like, all right, let's just run the ball out.
Yeah, but Tennessee's been a little frisky lately. All right, anyways, running back. So we're starting Cook. I mean, you have to start Jaylen Warren against the Bills. Like, the Bills can't stop a nosebleed. Ninth most running back points. I'm not starting Genty. And I don't want to start Rico. I don't want to start anyone in Carolina if I don't have to.
And yeah, I mean, I think it's Warren, Cook, and then you do your first 5 receivers, and that's your 2 flexes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, St. Brown, Waddle, Ladd, boom, 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 and then I'll probably try and flex Shakir. Pittman, I'm a little worried about. I don't like Houston matchup, but okay, we got to keep moving here. Jason Ortiz, we're giving you our whole podcast here. Burrow, Jones, Brissett, Jacoby. You got Burrow in every league, man. That's, I guess, congrats. It's not really congrats. I don't know what that is because you burned the 5th round pick on him. But what are you doing here?
I think Danny Dimes.
Really?
I just don't trust Burrow. Brissett's not the best matchup. I think Danny Dimes.
It's just.
I mean, they're all pretty close, and like you could have me flip a coin, but I lean slightly to Dimes.
It's just. Yeah. I mean, Texans 23rd QB points allowed. At least Indy's at home. He's looked a little sketchy. Not Jacoby though. I mean, he's been so good. Tampa's defense is slid so bad. They're the worst team against wide receivers in the last 4 games. So it's like, even Marvin Harrison's back, who cares?
Yeah, I don't hate it. Like, again, like you're asking me to lean slightly. I'm going to lean slightly to Danny Dimes.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. And then Barkley, are you? I mean, do you have to keep starting Barkley?
I feel like you kind of have to. I think Kyren, Javonte, and Barkley, you start.
Look at these weapons, though. Like, I think if Hampton's healthy, I'm starting Kyren and Hampton.
I don't know about that. I think I would go Barkley, Javonte, Kyren, one of those as your flex, and then I would go Chase, Nico, Sutton, one of those as your flex.
Barkley and Javonte haven't been good in a month. I mean, it's recency bias.
He was terrible, and he put up 12 PPR points. Like, and the likelihood he scores pretty high against the Bears. Like,
what, it was higher versus Dallas.
That's fair.
I don't think you can play Barkley right now. If you have, like, I would play Neal over Barkley. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're wild for that.
I mean, I'm just let's you got, at some point you are who you are, right? Like, let's pull it up. Right? His finish. Wide receiver, running back 24, running back 27, running back 20. And okay, you got the 4. So he's outside the 20 last 3 games. It's like, I think Devin Neal can be inside the 20. What?
How far outside 20?
20, 27, 24.
Okay, that's still at least a flex spot.
Okay.
Start every time.
I think I just think I can get better with the I don't know. We'll see. Okay.
I disagree, but sure.
So he has Chase though. That means you have to start Burrow, right? We missed that. You got to stack it.
Yeah, I guess stack it then.
That right, Nico.
And Sutton. I don't think I don't trust Titans. Is Terry healthy? I don't know. I guess he's technically projected to come back.
Still, it's Mariota. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right, Jason Ortiz. That's it. We're done. We gave you like a third of the podcast. It was great though. You spent a lot of time typing that up. So if you got another question, hit us. But man, this is a Jason Ortiz sponsored podcast. Okay, Smitty's so pretty. Okay, with Daniel Jones. Am I crazy to start Gainwell versus the Bills over Daddle versus the Rams? This is it. This is talent matchup over talent. That's what I've been preaching all year. You probably want to start Dowdle, bastard, but no, you have to start Gainwell.
Do you have to?
No, you don't have to, but I think you do. I mean, he's getting all the passing down work, right? I think he scored in multiple games. We've seen this trend where this backup running backs are getting all these goal-to-goal carries. The Bills are terrible versus running backs. Rodgers has a broken, wrist, so they're going to be running it. I mean, we just watched that Rams game. They had 3 picks. They couldn't move the ball, right? Bryce Young was throwing checkdowns on 3rd and 10. I mean, Dowdle's great, but ugh.
Yeah, I'm like hammering Dowdle. Just hammering Dowdle over.
Okay, let's peel back a couple.
I got 3.5 points difference in projection. So
I forgot Rams, right? They are allowing the 23rd most running back points, 27th in EPA per run. Oh, that's their offense. Sorry, but run stop win rate 2nd. You can't run on the Rams. You're not going to be up, so you're not going to be running. Hubbard's the passing down back. I mean, it'd be crazy who I would start over Dowdle this week.
Is Hubbard the passing down back?
Well, Rico hasn't caught passes his entire career.
I don't know about that.
Pretty sure. I mean, I'm starting.
Last week he had a 14.8% target share.
Dowdle?
Yep. The week prior he had a 15.9 target share.
Okay.
Dowdle is active on that offense. So I think again it's not like crazy receptions, but like you get 4 or 5 targets for 20 yards and maybe 4 catches. That's still good. Like that's points.
No, for sure. Okay. Let's look at Gainwell though. I mean, running backs.
I mean, Gainwell had like a 20% the past 2 weeks, but you had Jaylen Warren was hurt, and then you have Jaylen Warren coming back.
He still played the game. He just he's got 6 catches, 7 catches, 9 carries, 10 carries. He's getting like minimum 15 touches a game, and the Bills can get gashed. They're probably going to be down checking. If Gainwell's getting the passing down work and Buffalo's going to be up, it's just I'm playing Gainwell. I'm hard Gainwell. The Rams are going to go up. What 28-23 at some point in Carolina?
You'd think, but this is NFL. You never know.
Okay, you take the Panthers. I'll take the Rams. I'll give you as many points as you want.
I'll take Rico. You can have Kenny.
Sold. Okay. Boom. Okay. So Smitty's so pretty. We'll see. The model says Dowdle, right? So probably go Dowdle, but I'll be right. Deal over Benson, right? Well, Trey Benson's not going to play. I don't think he's practicing. He's been off the IR for weeks. Let's say he's playing. I mean,
I think Neal, just because I don't like either offense, and you're getting more touches with Neal.
Yeah. Okay. What if they come out and say Trey Benson's handling a full workload and is the RB1 from the get? If
they quote that exactly, then yeah, I'm in.
Okay. Because Tampa is like sneaky. Are they good versus the run? Right. People just talk about Vita Vea. Let me pull up the stat here. Bucks are allowing the 16th most running back points, but the number 1 QB points allowed, number 1 wide receiver points allowed last 4 games. Like that is like get your Cardinals in. Like, are you Michael Wilson or Justin Jefferson? Come to the dark side.
I don't know if I can do that. Just because Marvin's coming back.
Maybe.
I don't think a concussion soft benching unless you're JJ McCarthy.
It was appendicitis.
Oh, then yeah, never mind. Different. I just think with Marvin back, I'd have to go Jay Jettas, but it's annoyingly close.
I'm playing Michael Wilson, man. My God. Oh, I love him. He's just kept me afloat. So I tried to Vidal if Hampton misses. I don't understand. I don't know if he's just talking with us or. Anyways,
I would say between those 3, Vidal, Benson, Neal, I think I'd probably go Neal.
Yeah,
I know you would. Because you're
Yeah,
saying
I
that.
would. The Chargers, like uh, Chargers are playing. I got too much stuff in my head here. They're playing a team with it. It's a
Playing
pass
Vegas.
funnel, right? But yeah, Vegas is kind of a pass funnel, right? They're ninth most wide receiver points, but 10th most running back points. They've fallen off since earlier in the season.
Vegas just sucks. So sure, I don't.
They do suck.
I don't fault you if you do it, but I think Neal.
Yeah, love me some Devin Neal. So I've all season one of my big money leagues. I just keep picking up these backup running backs, hoping if I see the starting running back questionable, I pick up the backup. And it hasn't worked all year. I've just been eating the stuff. But then I got Emmanuel Wilson last week. I got his 21 points, and then now I got Devin Neal, and I got Michael Wilson. I look like a genius. I picked up Michael Wilson, Devin Neal, and Emmanuel Wilson to save my season. And then I got too cocky and bid it on Max Brosmer. Or I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you really were riding that high with Brosmer.
Yeah, I know. But that's what happens, right? It's like all right, K-Space 91. Okay, what I picked 2: Aaron Jones, Dobbs, Butte, Godwin, full PPR, 1 flex, 1 wide receiver. Oof. I mean, Dobbs has been kind of shit because there's been no touchdowns. I mean, Butte's got that nice matchup. Godwin's going to get ramped up a bit more. I don't.
Is Douglas back?
Demario? That I don't know.
I would look if Pop Douglas is back. I would say no. Oh, he said to skip that one. That's the wrong one. Dobbs, Booty.
Go to my next one. Okay, my bad. Okay, pick one. Dobbs, Booty, Godwin, Aaron Jones. Full PPR. It's pretty much.
Is that the same one? I'm confused.
Pretty much the same question, but
yeah, I think it is.
So it's really, do you want to play Aaron Jones versus Seattle? That's kind of what it comes down to me, right? Him and Mason
I think
are kind of splitting. You do?
I don't. It's not going to be good. I don't think it's going to be great. I just think he could get 6 targets from, he could easily. He's playing way more than Mason. He's playing better than Mason. He's even running better than Mason. He's always been better in the pass game. Mm-hmm. I could easily see him getting 6 targets, 5 catches. Yeah, it might only be 30 yards, but that's 8 points.
It's just the Seattle defense is they're dialed in. It's at Seattle. We got this Brosmer guy. I'm looking to get off Minnesota's for this game. So it's
over those receivers.
Huh?
Over those receivers, Godwin didn't play too much. He scares me.
Yeah.
I think I would go Jones and I think Dobbs. I mean, it's ugly, but I think I would go Jones and Dobbs.
Oof. I guess it depends what you want. I don't know, man. I might look for some
pick
blurs.
One flex. If I'm only picking one, I think I'm going Jones.
Pick one. Oh, Jones. Yeah, just take the surefire. That's at least you're getting some guaranteed usage. I'm probably doing that too. Especially if they got Brosmer starting QB, they're gonna try and run it, right? They want to run it 30 times. They don't want to pass it 45 with some,
So let's say you need you're an underdog. Where are you going?
I'm probably gonna go Godwin or Butte. I'm chasing touchdowns. Right. Butte missed a couple games, came back, but he didn't have a lot of work. But that matchup's nice. The Giants are terrible, right? I mean, Pats, Giants giving up. They're the worst to running backs, 10th to wide receivers. So that's a high scoring game. I know there's going to be touchdowns, but
who has the highest upside?
I
almost feel like Dobbs somewhat has the highest upside, just because. He could easily be the Packers wide receiver 1. I mean, yes, it changes from week to week, but they're a bit hurt. I think Watson's getting better, but he disappears in weeks. So who could have a wide receiver 1 week with 7 catches, 100 yards out of the 3 receivers? I think that's more Dobbs than the other 2.
Okay, K-Space, too many comments, my man. Too many comments. He's projected to win. He just wants to solidify it.
Then I would go Jones, yeah.
Yeah, go Jones. I mean, you might fall into a rushing touchdown, probably check down, especially if they're going to be down, pass heavy game script, right? Maybe it's just check down. Don't mind that with me with another comment. Okay. Ken and Dolik? Ken and Olik? I don't know. Hey, y'all, did I win the trade? I traded away Javante, Bauer, Troy Franklin. Okay, well, you got JT, so I think you won, yeah. Gadsden, Sutton. I mean, right? Best player in the trade. Gadsden's kind of a stud. Selling high on Franklin.
Sutton and Franklin are pretty much the same, so we could just call that even.
Franklin's a little better.
They're pretty, yeah. Like when I stat them out, they're pretty much the same every time now. And yeah, it's just, do you want the better running back? Do you want the better tight end? I think the running back will win you more weeks than the tight end will.
Is Bowers even the better tight end? Because they can't score, right? We know the Chargers are putting up 30. Just give me Gadsden was putting up 30 than Bowers putting up 15.
I mean, McBride was a tight end 2 or 3 when he literally didn't score the whole year.
Yeah.
So, like, you can still be a good tight end, but
that's true.
He's not going to win you weeks. I think JT will win you weeks. You increase your ceiling by a lot with that.
Would you do Javante, Bowers, and Franklin just to get JT?
If I was a deep team, yes.
Yeah, 10 team, maybe 12 team.
12 team, potentially not.
If I had another tight end, because you picked up Gadsden on the wire, right? So if you're starting Tyler Warren or McBride.
Like, I could pick up Zach Ertz and just get 8 points every week.
Yeah, so.
It's ugly, but it's 8. Like, yeah, I think I'd do it.
Okay. His running backs are now JT. Jacobs, Kyron, Manuel Wilson. Good Jacobs' little handcuff there.
Yeah, he handcuffed both of them. So good for him.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I mean, JSN and JT, that's like 55 points a week.
Yeah. CD too, it hasn't quite performed up to snuff, but like he's still good.
CD's having a monster this week. If you do anything, bet CD props. He's locked in. Okay, Country Boy Jazz 94-23. Okay. 12-man PPR start. 1 QB, 2, okay, blah, blah, blah. So Purdy, Mahomes. I don't think I'm trying to think in history, like prime Michael Vick. Would you start him over Mahomes this week for Dallas?
No, Mahomes I have as number 1 fantasy player. Like, that's it.
Okay, boom, done. So CMC we're starting. So Aaron Jones, Ken Walker, Tucker. Why does my brain not work? Is there a running back Tucker?
Sean Tucker,
thank you. Trey Benson, Chris Rodriguez. Ken Walker is really etched in that kind of the snap share over Charbonnet. But Charbonnet keeps scoring touchdowns. But I think you have to start Walker, right? Have to, pretty much. Maybe
Jones is a flex, maybe not, depending on your. I just haven't gotten down to wide receivers yet.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get Jones in there though. That's the matchup.
I think I would with his wide receivers, unfortunately.
Olave, Diggs, Pierce. So Pierce, Jennings. Yeah. I mean, we got just 2 wide receivers though. We started Olave, Diggs. I'd flex Jennings over Jones.
I think I would go Jones, but I like the safety of running back.
I mean, Jennings, but if Pearsall's been crap, which he has, Jennings is a wide receiver 1. He just scored last week.
I think Kittle's the number 1.
Yeah, sure. But and Jennings,
McCaffrey's number 2.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. And like, is Pearsall always going to be that bad? I don't know. So that's why I just lean the safety of Jones. And you have so much upside already on your team with Mahomes this week that I just like, if Mahomes goes for 25, I'd rather 10 safe points, and I think I'll win my week, you know?
Okay. And then tight end, I don't know. I mean, I love Kate Otten, but not with Godwin back. Barner's look really good, but I mean, he's super boomy bust.
I think I just gotta go Kate Otten. I mean, It's ugly. I don't know who else. Like, I don't.
Let's see. Arizona. Let's see what's Arizona versus the. So yeah, they're Arizona. Oh wait, that's not Arizona. Cardinals are giving up the 15th most to tight end. They're pretty much middle of the pack everywhere. But I don't know. You got to trust Baker because Bridgewater looked terrible. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, what about Waller though? Waller's pretty much been a touchdown beast.
I don't necessarily trust him in the first game back.
Hmm.
It's just he's so injury prone that I just don't want to start him.
He's been crazy scoring touchdowns though. Saints are giving up 19th most tight end points, so it's not like they're that vulnerable. Okay.
Defense, you're starting the Rams. You're not starting the Packers. Like Rams are going against Carolina, I think. Is that what we already determined? Yeah, Rams against Carolina, or you want the Packers against Lions.
Is there a team the Packers could, if Packers were playing Tennessee, would you take them? It's like Rams Panthers is like, oh my God, that's the dream.
I mean, Packers are good just because I don't know, Michael Parsons helps them get sacks and points like that. So, but yeah, they're pretty. I think Rams are a slightly better defense, and they have a way better matchup. So Rams.
I'm just with defense, I'm always chasing ceiling. It's like, is there a way to get 20 points? And Bryce is so bad. Pick six. You could hold him to under 10. He gets sacks, fumble. It's a great time to have the Rams defense. Okay, we're gonna go just a couple more minutes here, guys. If you got any questions, get them in. If you're on Twitter, jump over to YouTube. Sorry for that mid-pod interruption. I left you with Brian solo. That'll never happen again.
Yeah, it shouldn't. I panicked.
At Jacob Ander 8953. Burrow or Brissett this week, 6-point touchdown. So, like I've been saying, Tampa is the worst team against QBs and wide receivers last 4 games. For me, it's matchup over talent. I'm playing Brissett over almost anybody. He looks great. My only fear is Marvin Harrison Jr. could come back and ruin it. But Michael Wilson's a stud, Trey McBride's a stud. But this is the ultimate. This is it. This is the biggest matchup versus talent in history because it's Joe goddamn Burrow. Where you at, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Burrow, I'm starting Burrow if I just really need an explosion this week. If I'm desperate, if I'm projected to lose by 10, 15 points, I think he gives me a better option to have a massive week than Brissett does. But I think Brissett's floor, if I'm doing projections, Brissett is slightly higher. But I just think Burrow, if I'm going the ceiling outcome, Burrow has the highest ceiling.
Okay, yeah, I guess that because I'm looking at Brissett. He was a QB8, QB4, QB10, QB10, QB12, QB7. So, yeah, but it's just 2 weeks ago he had 452 yards, but he's still the QB4.
Yeah, no, right? I hear you. It's just,
yeah,
I don't think he's going to do that again. I'm not going to bet on that. And if I were to bet on, if I needed a 30-point week, I would trust Burrow more than I'd trust Brissett.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just a matchup. He's looked pretty good. They've been throwing. It's just got great shootout potential. I'm just Michael Wilson. It's just he just catches 11-14. It's just I love that offense now. It's so much fun. Him and McBride are open all the time, and they just keep throwing. And their defense kind of sucks, so they're giving up points.
This is just a vibes thing. Do you ever just start somebody because you want to watch them on it? Burrow plays Ravens Thursday night. Do you ever just start something because you're screw it, I want to watch that game?
I got 8 leagues, so yeah. If I was in one of our Sports Ethos leagues, yeah, I would do that 100%. But in a $200 buy-in, I mean,
yeah, it's different.
But if it's Burrow Brissett and they're both really close, yeah. But if I had Chase, I'm obviously starting Burrow. But I mean, I got Trey McBride and Michael Wilson in most leagues, so it's for me, it'd be Mahomes or Brissett.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Geez, a lot of questions today, guys. We didn't even get into any of the stuff I wanted to cover, but that's cool. We'll go just a couple more minutes, Brian. Anything you want to hit? Anything from the model that kind of shook up weird this week?
Not too weird. I mean, Bo Nix, we already kind of talked about it. That was kind of the biggest surprise for me, which is how high, but he's playing the Commanders, so you kind of got to expect that. I'm trying to think. George Pickens is finally now being projected top 5, so his underlying numbers can't really argue with him. I think starting fantasy, should be started over CD moving forward. If I were 1-to-1, I would go Pickens. So.
Sure. Not this week, though.
Yeah, I disagree, but sure.
Okay. What does your dream bench look like? You're going to the playoffs. What is it? Who stashed? Kind of what positions are you stashing? one.
I want one safe wide receiver, just in
Who?
case
Though?
of an
Give me
injury.
like who? Who?
Like a Khalil Shakir. He's kind of
Okay.
like a safe, flexy wide receiver 3 type. And then I want a crap ton of running back. What do you call it? Handcuffs.
So
And
like,
then like
give me some
potentially a
names though.
defense.
Like Isaiah Davis. Who do you want?
No, I want good. I want Corum. I want good offenses. So I want Bigsby. I want Corum. I want.
What about like Jaden Blue? Would you take a risk on him?
I just don't think that's a great. Maybe I don't like, but I'm more going like Brian Robinson Jr. Like the people who I think will get a full workload if they. Emmanuel Wilson's like that kind of handcuff. Like the people who I think, if Kenny Gainwell, like running backs like that, where if their starter gets injured, they just walk into a crap ton of workload. Those are the people that I think win your leagues, and those are the people that everyone spends a crap ton of fab on when there are injuries. So I just want them on my bench.
Okay. Well, like, what's any stabs? Because like Keaton Mitchell, I think is overtaken Derrick Henry. Like, what do you do, especially if they're playing Thursday? Would you pick up Keaton Mitchell? Because then if Henry gets hurt, you get another Cincy game down the road.
That's solid. I just think Justice Hill still. I don't think Keaton's getting all of the Henry workload.
Okay.
Trying to think what other backups are there?
Ray Davis.
Oh, Tyler Algier. If you still have a trade, like you could trade somebody a flex wide receiver for Tyler Algier. He could win you a league if Bijan gets hurt.
Sure. Okay. Okay. That's gonna do it for us, guys. Thanks a lot. Let me make sure there was not any last question. Thanks to Patrick Ortiz and even KSpace91 for spamming us, but it was all love spam, not hate spam. So that's
we got 2 more, I think. Javonte and Etienne.
Okay, great. Should I start? Thank you. Thanks, guys. Subs. My man, Country Boy Jazz. Big fan. Okay, whoa, I don't do scary profile pics. I gotta. Should I start Javonte Williams or ATN this week? What do we do? ATN just had a monster. But the thing is that Chiefs team, right? They're 30th in running back points allowed. So it's like I am not looking to start Javonte, right? I'm matchup over talent. And then the Jags.
I'm starting Javonte. That's a 52 point over under.
Yeah, okay. But then Titans, so Titans 18 points, 18 most running back points. So it's not that big a deal. But I mean, ATN looked great last week. I mean, people called him league swingers. I'm starting ATN. I think talent, they're about the same. I know you love the total, but Tootin is not really on his corner. Everyone's predicting the Tootin breakout last week.
I think Tootin might get more work just because I think it could be a 10, 15 point game in the fourth quarter. And like, why play Etienne? I just think this Dallas Chiefs game could just be a barn burner and everyone eats type game where sure, he might not be rushing a crap ton, but he'll get a few catches. He has a high likelihood of getting in the end zone just because of the point total that I think I would lean Javonte. I think Etienne will still have a good game. Javante's been a very safe player that I have not tried to bench ever this year.
Yeah, but what's he done lately though? Okay, quickly. All right, you got us into another fight. Hope you're happy. Let me pull up Javonte here. Right, he hasn't scored in 3 weeks. Running back 19, running back 25, running back 29. Last 3, right? ATN.
So he hasn't scored and he's still been a startable option.
Okay,
I think you just helped make the work.
ATN, running back 7, running back 6, running back 11, running back 10. Like it's crazy. Like
how many touchdowns?
Huh?
How many touchdowns?
Well, probably a lot.
Well, I mean, like touchdown variance is different. Like touchdowns are hard to predict.
Okay, well, he scored receiving touchdown last week, 2 rushing the week before, rushing the week before. It's like it's not even close. And maybe if the matchups were switched, but it's like now you got Javonte playing against one of the best rush defenses. KC's in desperate win now mode, and their defense is locked in. It's like, what's Javonte going to have? 12 or 40?
my mindset is always what player is going to get me the most non-touchdown points, and then I will look at what game is what team is projected to score the most points, and then kind of do that.
Okay, let's line it up. You're taking Javonte. I'm taking ATN.
I guess we'll talk on Thursday.
Trust me on this one. You can trust him on the other one. No, go to the bank with ATN. It's not even close. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. You're just living off this total.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Last one. Shadow Wicked. Oh, and he said we would never leave you, even though you scare me. I don't watch scary movies. But okay. Last one. Ted or Brock? Ooh, that's nice. I mean, who's got a higher target share? Because they're both got to be 28 plus, right?
Yeah, they're both up there.
Who's got the better QB?
That's a great question. They both suck. I prefer the taller, just because I'm a tall guy. But
okay, Matt, who's got the easier matchup?
I think I'm going Tet. I think that offense has been better. Crazy to say, but like Raiders just terrible. So I just think that Carolina offense has been better, as bad as Bryce has been. Gino's been, I think Gino might be the worst QB.
Yeah, I mean,
At least playing like it.
These defensive stats are crazy, right? Chargers 32nd fantasy points allowed, 31st wide receiver points, 28th tight end. They're like this defensive buzzsaw now. So I mean, Rams are pretty good, but I guess I'm Tat, but man, like it's I don't know, because Bryce just threw for 450, or I think was it 45 fantasy points 2 weeks ago. So at least he has that in him. And they're at home. Like, would it home away? Would that flip it for you? Like, I don't.
It doesn't. It's a Tet. Tet is for me. I don't think anything would really flip it home or away. I don't trust. Like Brock is a great tight end start by all means, but against Tet, no, I don't think it's worth it. And for a flex spot, I would, or even if I'm doing like a weekly fantasy and they were the same price, I would choose Tet over Brock.
Yeah, I'm Tet too. It's just but if we're stealing, right, Brock is still there. Like he's got, he's 153 touchdown. Tet sure could get close to that, and 2 weeks ago he was, but yeah.
It's like who's more likely to go 7 for 70 in a touchdown? Probably Tet. Who's more likely to go 10 for 150 in a touchdown? Probably Brock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just too bad that Gino and Bryce are just so goddamn terrible. Because I invested in Raiders and Panthers in a lot of my teams, and it hasn't been great. It has not been great. Okay, that's gonna do it for us, guys. Thanks for the special Thursday edition. Maybe I was gonna say, Wednesday edition before the Thanksgiving fantasy games. Make sure to check us out Sunday morning. We will be back. 10:30 a.m. doing a preview for the rest of the week's 13 slate. But yeah, we'll be tweeting and blurbing tomorrow for the game. So come check us out. You can check me out. My Twitter is not up here, @JohnMoSales, or Brian's @Shade_fantasy. And make sure to check out his model. Hopefully that'll be out soon tomorrow, right?
I'll send it to you tonight. Yeah.
Even tonight. Awesome. Okay. All right. Later, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, I guess.